Hi, my name is Jordan Winters, and I'm going to be sharing the disposition qualities I feel best resonate with me and why I want to be an educator. What's really important to me is being a really strong Christian leader in education. I am fortunate enough to have gone to a Christian school from kindergarten until I graduated, so I've seen the role that Christian education can have in a student, both education-wise and then out in the real world, how we interact with others and can be valuable members of our community. And my hope is that I will be able to take what I've experienced in that environment and take some of those aspects and use it into my own education approach once I'm a teacher. So if I had to choose the top 3 dispositions that I feel like I possess already, I would probably say that perhaps number 1 would be using my actions and personal morals as an example in my classroom. I feel like as an educator, you spend so much time with children and they really look up to you. So it's important to be that adult that they see as someone that they can look up to, model their life choices, how they approach problems based off of what they've seen. And since teachers spend so much time with students opposed to when they're in their home life, it's important that teachers possess these really strong moral attitudes and approaches to how they interact with others and really be a great example of how to problem solve in the classroom. I also think that a really important aspect of being a Christian educator is being able to walk the walk and also talk the talk, and being able for your students to see that. If I had to choose the second one, it would be using servant leadership in my classroom to show students how to serve others, their peers, their parents at home, but most importantly, their community, and finding a way to kind of balance the two. So when they leave my classroom, they'll be able to enter a world where they can properly interact with others and be contributing members of society. And then the last one, and most importantly, if I had to pick out of my top 3, it would be demonstrating qualities of a Christian leader. And like I said before, it's really important for me to be someone who sets an example for my students, because I've been so positively impacted by teachers that I had at my small private school. And some of the best teachers I had were people who were so energetic and passionate about their subject, but also really able to capture a way to give glory to God in everything that they do. So my hope is that I will kind of be a light to my students, show the Christian characteristics that I feel like I best possess, and have my students see them, show them how to interact as a positive Christian member with their peers, their friends, family members. And I also hope to have an attitude that my parents of my students and also my fellow faculty will see me as just a really strong woman of God who stands by what she believes in, and that's something that I definitely plan to work for. Since I'm not officially a teacher yet, I'm just a substitute, I do know that there are lots of things that I can improve on and learn, and really I'm entering this thing kind of just based off of my own experiences. But some qualities that I hope to pick up in my first year is perhaps being able to reflect on other perspectives, and I don't think criticisms is the right word, but perhaps critiques of how I approach education, my teaching style, class management, and everything. It was always so hard for me to take criticism in anything that I had my hand in, and I was definitely the student to choose to work individually because it was so hard to have to take on perspectives of others when I was so set in my ways. So I really hope that I can see kind of the education process as a community that's there to build people up. And what I believe I'm most excited to do is kind of become that professional leader, someone who can balance their professional life with parents and faculty and in my school, and as my role as a teacher who's managing all these kids all day long, but also to find a way to really speak to my students and be a leader, a role model, and and someone that they can really look up to, come to with problems.